Hey guys, I'm being very brave right now for many reasons. First, it's been 8 months since my last video. That is, well, there's nothing brave about that. It was stupid, and the brave part is I'm moving forward without like overly having to explain myself. I will, just not overly. Number two, earlier today, I went down this door to my laundry, came back up, and there was what I thought was a bird flying maniacally throughout. Like it's almost in my face, and I was like, "This is very weird bird behavior." And yes, I get birds in my house because I leave this door open, hence being brave. And anyway, it's flying around, and I'm like, I shut the 2 bedroom doors so that it doesn't go in there. I had a mishap with a hummingbird in my bedroom, different story. So I quickly do that, and then I start to feel like, what, I don't even know. I go, who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Is he's circling, really weird. Look, thank God, flies out the door. But then I shut the door. It's crazy outside, and I finally discover it is a bat in the daytime, and it's wicked hot today. Acting extremely strange. I've never seen a bat during the day, and I've never seen a bat behave like that even at night. So I'm being very brave because I want to film with the door open because this is where the good light is. I have another reason I'm being brave. What is it? Oh, the stupid mic. A couple videos ago, I sat right here doing this very thing, and it was not working. So I had my whole story was not, it was just silence. And I figured, what's the point of a mic that if it's not working, you get 0, but I may as well just use the mic on my phone because it picks it up okay. It's fine. But anyway, I did a little research. Blue light means we should be good. And I did a test. And lastly, I'm being brave because these hairs are going to probably drive me crazy when I go to edit this video. But I need to get this video done today, and I did some gussying up, which means put on mascara for you guys. You're welcome. Otherwise, I look like Walking Dead, even though I have a sty in this eye, and it's going away, but there's still like sty, like pus dot. That's kind. I don't even know. Oh my, and I'm a little gun shy about a bat flying in, and right now there was just a giant dragonfly. So that's fine. If I see that bat, it will be in real time. Me freak out and grab this camera and slam the door. I'm gonna have to go get one of those magnetic screen doors because this door doesn't have a screen door, and I like openness and I want all the air and yes, truth be told, I did want the hummingbirds to come in my house. I did train them to do that. I have since learned that was not a good idea. Learned my lesson. Tell that story maybe another time when I share my hummingbird whispering video. Here I am, 8 months later. So much has happened. I had to go back and watch all of my previous videos. I mean, it's not that many, like, I don't know, 6 or 7, and I watched them all. Cringy, some funny, like I still really love the video about the OkCupid guys during my stint into the dating world. And yeah, so where I left off with everyone was the boyfriend that I had after divorce. We were together for about 1.5 years. We broke up. I think it was about 2 months off. And we ended up getting back together. So I did like all that dating, those dating stories. It feels like it was like 6 months long, but apparently it was 2. And that chapter has closed. Don't miss it. Although I will say those stories were gold. It was an interesting time. So anyway, when that happened, when my boyfriend and I got back together, I had been, just prior to that, I had been in between jobs, trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I was launching my own swim lesson business called Swim Ninja. I had only recently learned and decided that I could become a swim instructor, and it was about very random ways. But And I still don't feel like I know much, and I don't really know what I'm doing half the time. However, I have learned that maybe it's just in my area that the swim instructors are like teenagers. They work at the Y. You have these giant group classes. The kids aren't like, 15 minutes of it is free play. It's very little instruction going on. And I learned that since I do know kids very well, and I had some success doing this, anyway, all that to say, I made this business. Bought all these things, got insurance, found a pool, a private pool. It was really awesome. And built up all of these people to come and do intro classes. And I was going to launch at intro classes just before Christmas last year in 2025. Going to launch in January. And then the job that I had been working prior, the preschool teacher of the deaf, had a emergency situation. A teacher had to leave on medical leave, and they needed someone to come in, and 6 weeks, 6 months, they didn't know. And I said, I have moved an hour and a half away because, when I had left the job, I was like, all right, you guys don't really have a place for me. I can't stay here and be a para. It's not financially feasible. I was doing it just to like get my foot in the door of deaf education. And all that to say, the job opens up and I'm like, should I do this? Like the money was good, but the drive was, just terrible. 3 hours a day. Anyway, it was a lot. I decided to do it. I had to put Swim Ninja on hold. All my families were so gung-ho, and I had a lot of people. The amount of interest, if you want to like you want to run like your own, I could make full-time income doing swim lessons. And yes, it would be a premium price to get the money that I need, because there is a lot to go into it, paying my pool rental, the insurance, the LLC, and all, my time and the driving and everything. You can do it. Anyway, I had to put it on hold. I just went off on a tangent there to jump into this position. And it was ended up being for the full 6 months to the end of this past school year. And then I just finished up a summer school session for the same program. It was 5 weeks, 3 days a week. And during this time, I didn't know what I was going to do in the fall. I'm like, okay, was that it? Like, I live here now. I don't want to do this. I can't do this drive. Like, I don't even know if they have the job for me. Blah, blah, blah. They have the job for me. And I just couldn't, in the end, can't turn it down because it's the position I've always wanted. And this time in a capacity that I'm not in emergency placement. I start a year and I can finish the year. I can set up everything I want from the beginning. And I really said, I gone this far. I owe it to myself to do this, even though I live too far. So now I'm trying to find housing closer. Right as I'm about to start that job, old boyfriend comes back into my life, and we decide to, my life was just about to freaking go crazy change. I had been like, I had a good friend call me a lady of leisure, in between jobs, living in a new apartment by myself, like going on interviews. It was a nice time. But so all those dating stories were gonna come to a screeching halt anyway, because I just had no more time. Driving 3 hours a day, this position, it was a lot to jump into. Whole nother ball of wax story. So that the dating was going to die down, and then all of a sudden, boyfriend comes back, and we decide this is something worth, saving and working to fix. So we did, and we have been, and now that's been since, I guess, I wanted to say January, but let's say January, February, March, April, May, June, July, 7 months. We've been back together for 7 months and change. Yeah, so now we're at, I don't even know how we calculate our time together. I just say 2 years. Like, we don't count the 2 months off. You do, whatever. It wasn't off, just 2 months off at the time. It was going to be, that was it. Please hold. All that to say, my latest struggles are securing a new housing situation. The housing market, if anybody of you know, is so piss poor. I'm in New England. Oh, it's hard to do this. In New Hampshire. I can't do it. There we go. In New Hampshire. And wow, my bracket that I am comfortable in is houses are a complete shit show. And they might need something like an entire new septic leach field, well, or both, or a roof, or the foundation's crumbling, or the house is 186 years old. I shit you not. It's it's been a super struggle. I've been doing this for months now. It is not fun at all. I really, really, I gave up at one point, said I'm going to rent. And then even that market was so bad. I was like, ugh. And then I came back from it. I'm like, all right, I'm house hunting again. I'm trying to find something that I can fit both of my adult sons in. They're staying with grandma. They need a different housing situation just so I can help transition them as they launch in life. So I would like them to be with me. Of course, that's a bigger house, more rooms, and preferably more than one bathroom. But there are so many houses, even if they're not that old, have one bathroom. Like, what gives? What gives? We're really hoping for at least 1.5 baths, just because, big boys. And oh no, I'm getting a phone call from said boyfriend. I forgot to put this on do not disturb. My bad. Let me just text him from my phone and say, please hold. He does not know I do this. Maybe I'll just swipe it. Hang on. Okay. Oh, it did it itself. He doesn't know. He knows I dabble in YouTube, and he knows I'm very private about it, and I don't really discuss it. I don't discuss what my topic is. I haven't told anybody. My daughter and her boyfriend, fiance, whoever you want to call him, whatever you want to call him. I was calling him my son-in-law, and we'll just do that. He's a YouTuber. That's how he makes his full-time income since he was like 15, so for 10 years now. What was I going to say about that? Oh, they're dying to know. Like, they know I do something on YouTube, and it's from a hidden, not hidden, but a channel that's not my old regular channel that I used to do stuff on, or just family things. It drives them crazy, and that's not why I keep it a secret, but my daughter gets actually mad at me. She's annoyed. She's like, it's so annoying that you just won't say. I'm like, okay, I'm not ready to. And then my son-in-law will be like, try to make guesses. Is it this? Is it that? I'm like, I don't know. Because I just don't want them watching right now, and it's just because it's lame and it's the beginning and it's awkward and there's cringe, and I'm like, I keep telling them it's not for you. Oh, okay, so that means it's this genre or that. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, it's not for you guys. It's nothing like like sketchy, obviously. So all that to say, I just totally went off another tangent. That phone call really distracted me. Housing, trying to get a house, whatever. I'm going to see a bunch of open houses this weekend. I've had to bump up what I'm comfortable with, which made me have a talk with my oldest son, who he was going, he has a good job. He's going to be paying an amount to live wherever I buy. And I said, I didn't want to rely on him though, and make him feel like committed to a house or a situation. I want to be able to afford it on my own. But I said to him, like, you know what, I would love to, based on how you feel, if I bump it up and just like pursue it a little bit and see what's out there in the next range level, it would then make me uncomfortable financially. I said, is it something you'd consider that you would pay a little more than what we were discussing, and you do commit to this for, a period of time, which he started a new job. It's great. It's going to move him forward. He's in no way, shape, or form ready to move out in a few years, or, a year, 2, 3 years, 5 years, whatever. He is open to that. So I'm looking at houses in a new price range. It might just be the same shit, same problems, slightly nicer house or more bedrooms. We will find out. Anyway, that struggle is fucking real. Really bad. I just want to get into something yesterday. So my realtor says this month of August, things like pick up again. So, because I'm going to be homeless. My daughter and son-in-law want to move into this apartment. I'm not sure why. Because school starts in 2 weeks. Like I only have a 2 week break from summer school to fall, and I certainly am not going to be moved out by then. I would have loved to. So anyway, there's that struggle. What else is going on? My grandson is 1.5 now. He is adorable. I go by Nan. And for some reason, when we were trying to get him to say my name, kind of like, mama, 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 da, 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 we would say Nan, 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 Nan. It doesn't have the same flow, but that just like is how we say it. We say it in threes, Nan, Nan, Nan. And now that's kind of, he just says Nan, 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 Nan. He knows that's me. He knows that's my name. I'm like, somehow I went from Nan to Nan, Nan, Nan. He's adorable. Yeah, that's the other thing. I'm trying to, wherever I move, I don't want to move too far this way and be too far from daughter. If I move too far this way, close to my work, I'm far from boyfriend. And now I have to keep in mind my son's job, which is here. Then my daughter here, boyfriend here, work here. This in the middle is impossible. It's literally impossible. The trade-offs are just mind-boggling. What you have to like compromise on to get into something. And then when you finally think you're excited about one thing, well, forget it. Everyone's excited about it. The offers go way above. And I lost a house that I lost it because not even necessarily, although I'm sure the other offer was more, other people are foregoing inspections on foundation, on well, on septic, on just, and these are old, that was an old house. Had an amazing yard. Was there only one bathroom? Yeah, there was only one bathroom, so there was that. But there was 3 bedrooms, and I didn't fucking care. And I lost it, and that hurt. I'm so hoping that whoever's buying it, it falls through. And then if I even said to my boyfriend, I was like, oh my God, if that came back on, I'd forego it. He's like, but you can't. And I'm like, I know. I'm the last person to take a risk like that. My position, my financial position does not allow for like a big surprise of all the big bad things. But I want that fucking house. And it seems the only way to get one that you want is to forego those really important inspections. It's extremely frustrating. It's depressing. It's defeating. I am defeated. It's a roller coaster and a bad one. And I hate roller coasters of all kinds. So this is my millionth time coming back to YouTube on this channel with all of my, I don't even know, 7 subscribers, something ridiculous. Oh, I've got a finch out there. Better than a bat, better than a rabid bat. I'm going to put a picture in here if I can remember what I'm editing. It's terrifying. It only landed because they can't land, right? They don't perch. Anyway, it landed on my umbrella outside and the table for a split second. Caught it a bit. I was filming through a wicked dirty window just to get that footage. It was insane. Very scary. So again, I'm being very brave. It appears to have left the yard. So here I just am talking to myself again with my 7 subscribers and 4 views per video, just to keep moving forward. I've got 2 weeks off. I want to make the best of them. I do have to prepare for my preschool in the fall. I got a lot going on, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Feel free to add a story to the comments and reach out, and let's go from here and have some fun. Thanks, guys. Bye.